Wow, 3 videos in 4 hours. Wow. But you know what? I came home really fast from work during my lunchtime because I wanted to let you guys know something. While I was at work, I got hit up with some good information. Before I get to that, though, I want to let you guys know I troubleshooted my phone. It works beautifully, no problem. So, yay me. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put a movie on here so I can watch it at work. So that's one thing. Number 2. Those guys who are saying, "Oh, Zephyrnix is the only one doing videos on, on PlayStation Network," that's actually not true. Icy Rhythms just actually did one the same day that I did one, and then at the same time, Baseball Vibe rather also did one. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, though, and that's just 2. There's many other people who are doing videos based on the whole situation. That being said, though, anyway, understand something. I like to go ahead and talk about current events, in the gaming industry. This, in fact, is called current events. Now, I know you guys are saying, well, Zephyrnix, why haven't you... and the one person actually came to me was like, why haven't I made a video about the Bin Laden shooting? It's not supposed to be a good thing for America. Let me put it to you this way. They shot Bin Laden. They killed 1 man. They caused the death... U.S. caused the death of 1 man. And it took them the death of 400 men to do it. 4,000 men to do it, rather. Really? That's a victory. Okay, I guess, we got to take what we can get. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. I'm definitely not going to get into that. Last but not least, though, I want to talk about one particular thing. Now, a lot of you guys out there know that all the other systems you can actually pick up now on different systems. For example, what I mean is like Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games can now be found on the Wii. At the same time, you can find some Genesis games on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade and things of that nature. Well, I'm here to inform you that one of the first Sega Saturn games is actually coming to Xbox Live Arcade, and ironically enough, well, not ironically enough, but good thing, it's one of my favorite games from Sega Saturn, Guardian Heroes. Guardian Heroes is coming to Xbox Live Arcade. Now, I don't know if it's coming to PSN. It didn't say PSN, but it did. In fact, I'm sorry. Let me do this live real quick, because I couldn't check the Sega website at my job here. So let me see if the website says it. Okay, it's not coming up here. Let me check news here. Here we go. It only says, so far, it only says it's exclusive for Xbox Live Arcade. Now, this is a really good game. Guardian Heroes basically is a 2D fighter, and like that you can go back and forth with the plane, very similar to like Fatal Fury and things of that nature. It's basically an action RPG brawler. That's what's one of the cool things about it is that, consider like this. Let me put it to you this way. It's very similar to what's that game that just came out recently? Castle Crashers. Well, not recently, but you get the idea. Castle Crashers. Very similar to the way Castle Crasher plays, except for it's more cartoonish. It's more more cartoonish, but it's like it's a little bit different than that. But at the same time, it plays very similar to that. Basically, you're part of a guild who basically all of a sudden your guild hall was attacked by this other group. I can't remember the storyline per se, but I mean, it's like you end up with this sword, right? You found this sword in this guild hall. This other guild attacked you for some reason, or this. Anyway, one of the cool parts about the game is that like the game actually branched off into different directions depending on how you played. So you may do bad at one part and you go off into a different direction, or you choose a different path with different things here. Or it could be depending on what characters you have in your actual, who you're playing with, which way you'll go. This is fantastic. This is actually really cool. And this is also opening up for action RPGs. Maybe we might see Dungeons and Dragons, what is it? A Tower of Doom and what is it? Something of Mystara, something like that. I forget what those 2 games are. But I mean, this is fantastic. I can't wait for this to come out. I'm definitely looking forward to Guardian Heroes. It just keeps going on and on and on. Also, one particular thing that I really loved about it, that it had a versus mode, and apparently the versus mode will come back. Now, mind you, that one of the cool things about the versus mode is that you had access to all the characters, guys, all the characters. And what made it cool was all of the characters actually had like you had this one angel, like with like a dueling angel, and you just had all kinds of characters to choose from in the versus mode. So, and it was just like it was kind of like Smash Brothers, just not Smash Brothers. So you get the idea, and then you have to also do like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter moves to do some of your moves. You know, it's a really good game. Trust me. Definitely take a look at Guardian Heroes. I will go ahead and post some gameplay when I get home tonight. You guys have a good night. Zephyrnix is out.